On Wall Street today, the S&P 500, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones all closed at record highs, driven by Nvidia and Apple's strength. I'm Lisa J. Stocks. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. So today on the market, it was packed with so much news. Let's start off with Apple, up 4.31% on the day, closed at $256.08. The stock price was near its 2025 high today, but it didn't quite get there. What's going on? There's been high demand for the iPhone 17, stronger than expected, and pre-orders for the standard model tracking 10 to 15% ahead of last year's iPhone 16. So Apple even asked suppliers to ramp up production of the base model by 40%. Another good signal of confidence when it comes to Apple, analysts have raised their price target to 310 on the high, 254 on the average, signaling confidence that this iPhone cycle could be a very strong one. One thing to be cautious about when it comes to Apple right now is that the demands for the premium Pro and Air models are softer than expected, which could weigh on their profit margins. But things are still looking good. The optimism is high, and we have to keep our eye on Apple and see how the sales numbers turn out across all of their different models. Now on to Nvidia. They closed the day at $183.61, and it looks like they hit an all-time high today. And they made headlines because of a partnership with OpenAI that was just announced. This expanded deal with OpenAI relies on NVIDIA's high-powered GPUs, so more partnership means more chip demand. This reinforces NVIDIA's role as a backbone when it comes to the AI boom. So this is definitely a position that I've been taking serious in my portfolio, not just a regular stock, definitely a long-term hold for me. So for investors, this is a reminder that NVIDIA is not just selling chips, it's building the infrastructure AI companies depend on. So these are the headlines we've been seeing today related to NVIDIA. They will invest up to $100 billion in OpenAI as the artificial intelligent lab sets out to build hundreds of billions of dollars in data centers. Now, Pfizer, their stock price didn't move much on the day, but they had an announcement concerning Metsera Inc., ticker symbol MTSR. This stock is up 60.8% today. Pfizer will be acquiring them for $7.3 billion. This company develops experimental obesity treatments, both injectables and oral drugs. Why is this significant right now? Because the obesity drug market is massive. Competitors like Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly are already making billions with drugs like Wegovy and Mounjaro. But Pfizer has been having setbacks with its own obesity-related programs. So this deal is a way to re-enter that market, which has huge long-term potential. For investors, it's high risk, high reward. These are still in clinical trials. But if they succeed, Pfizer could tap into one of the fastest growing healthcare markets. So I saw this news this morning before the market opened, and I attempted to get in on a options contract, but that didn't work out because the stock price closed at $33.32, and this morning was already at $52.56. So the run-up was significantly in the pre-market overnight. This acquisition has this company at the top of the gainers list for the day, about double from the number 2 spot on the list. And the last company I want to mention for today is Tempus AI. I also saw some news related to them in the pre-market. This stock gained momentum, but it definitely cooled right back down. It's combining AI with medical data for diagnostic and treatments. It's still a young, more volatile stock, but it's the type of growth play that excites some investors chasing the next AI opportunity. So when it comes to this one, I am definitely not ready to invest into it. but I was able to catch this one as far as a trade. This morning, it pushed up to about $97.39. So their stock was on the move this morning related to an FDA approval for a diagnostic tool that analyzes tumor samples. So based on those headlines that I was seeing in the pre-market, I picked up a $95 call for September 26th and got in and out quickly, gaining 75%. So last month, I was saying overall, historically, September is one of the worst months when it comes to the stock market. I had myself ready, keeping an eye out for buying opportunities. This is the time of year that a lot of investors take profits before the end of the quarter, leading to weakness. But it just occurred later in the month. We just had those Fed rate cuts, and that might be part of the twist that's given the market a bit of a safety net. We're still dealing with inflation, but making borrowing cheaper for businesses as well as the consumers is a plus. So there's so many news catalysts and things that are going on related to these individual companies, but at the same time, the Fed gave a boost also. All right, so we talked about Apple hitting all-time highs with that iPhone 17 demand, Nvidia partnership with OpenAI, Pfizer putting $7 billion behind the potential of the weight loss drug market, and Tempus AI, showing us that healthcare AI is also a hot sector to watch. So, as always, lots of moving parts, lots of different things impacting the way the market moves. All of my portfolios are looking quite lovely today because I am heavily invested into ETFs that are being led by these companies with the largest market cap, like Apple and Nvidia. I also hold those as individual stocks in my portfolio and took advantage of that news catalyst with Tempus AI and gained on that option contract. So I hope you enjoyed today's quick market update. Share in the comments, let me know which company's moves surprised you the most. If you're not already, subscribe. Make sure to like, hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all of my videos and live streams. Become a channel member. Check out my referral links for Weeble and Moomoo. Those are all ways that you can support the channel. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.